So as you see it in the title, today we are going to do Madeleine or Madeleine de Commercy. These are like little French cakes which are often baked to order in French restaurants or served at the end of the meal with your tea or coffee. Here in this pot I have got butter, about 115 grams unsalted, 15 grams of sugar and 15 grams of honey. For the unsalted butter, just make sure the higher the fat content, the better it is. And here I've got like 84% of butter fat content. You can do like 82% on whatever you have around. And secondly, just make sure you don't burn the butter. Keep it warm and leave it aside. As you see, the butter has already melted, so now it's time to leave it aside. You see all the ingredients are well blended. I leave it aside and I move on to the next set of ingredients. Alright, so here in the mixing bowl I have got flour, all-purpose flour, about 120 grams. To this I already added 4 grams of baking powder, a gram of salt or like half a teaspoon of salt, and to this I'm adding about 100 grams of granulated sugar. So I mix all these 4 ingredients well. By the way, just sieve the flour before you proceed with the recipe. There are 150 grams of large eggs, like 3 large eggs about, already left in room temperature. If you leave the eggs in the fridge, you can take them out a couple of hours before, and then we are adding them one by one. Once an egg is added, like as you see, we whisk in the eggs until well incorporated. Then we add the second egg, we mix it well, and then we add the third egg. You might wonder it is going to release gluten, but trust me, this batter is going to stay in the fridge for at least 12 hours. Any cake batter which is with baking powder, if you leave them in the fridge, it really works well. So now we add the second egg and then the third egg, and keep on mixing well until the batter is quite smooth. As you see, the consistency of our batter is almost like a cake batter. To this, we are going to add grated zest of half of a lemon and half of an orange. The finer the zester, or if you have a zester, you can use a zester or a fine grater to grate the zest of the fruit. Just be careful that you don't zest or grate the white part of the citrus fruits. As you see, we have mixed the zests really well. So to this we are adding the melted butter, which was done initially or in the beginning of the video, left aside just to leave it warm, and we mix it really well along with this Madeleine batter. So you see our Madeleine butter is just like a cake batter, any cake batter, after mixing well all the ingredients together. Now it goes in the fridge, and we covered it with a cling film so that there is no skin formation on top. It goes in the fridge, and for at least 12 hours we are going to rest the batter, and like tomorrow or the following day we are going to show you, or like in this video we are going to show you what happens the following day once we bake it. Now the batter had been resting in the fridge for 24 hours. Now I'm going to put them in a piping bag, and then I'll pipe them into my Madeleine mold. So I just cut a little tip in front of the piping bag, and then I pipe them into the Madeleine mold. I'm using a silicone mold, so about like 2/3 full, or you can do half full, and slowly you fill up all the little Madeleine holes you have. If you don't have Madeleine mold, you can use a muffin mold if you have. As we fill up the Madeleine molds, I already preheated my oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And as we fill up the Madeleine tray, now it's ready to pop them in the oven, which is already heated to 190 degrees Celsius. And it takes about like 10 to 12 minutes to bake these Madeleines. So here is our first batch of Madeleines. As you see how well the center is popped up. So once they're out of the oven, we remove them immediately, and you can dust them with some icing sugar and eat them as soon as possible till it's still warm. So as I open one of the Madeleines, you see it is quite soft and spongy inside. It is crispy outside. Still, steam is still coming out of the Madeleine. So this is how in restaurants, like Thai restaurants, they do it immediately after, like they bake it to order. So here is our video today, and thank you for watching our videos. Don't forget to like our videos, share this video with your friends and family members or anyone you like in social media, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon.